Welcome back to another vlog. If you're new, my name's Lauren, back in the US, back to vlogging. It feels like I haven't vlogged in a long time because I did take the weekend off prior to traveling for our buddy moon and honeymoon. So I feel like I haven't vlogged at home in probably close to a month, which is crazy. But those vlogs, I'm currently still editing, but they're obviously, if you're seeing this video, are already up on my channel. So I did end up splitting the buddy moon and honeymoon into two separate vlogs. So we went to London, Saint-Tropez, Nice, Paris, all in one vlog. And then the Santorini honeymoon portion is a separate video. But I hope you all enjoyed those. They are taking me and have taken me so much time to go through all the footage and edit. Memories I will cherish forever. It was truly the most incredible 2 weeks seeing all those places. I enjoyed every single second and I feel so incredibly grateful to have been able to experience it with our friends, our closest friends, and Christian. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed those. Getting back into work after being gone was a little rough. I was checking my emails probably almost daily just to kind of, and I know that's kind of not like the healthiest thing to do when it comes to work and going on vacation, because the whole point of PTO and going on vacation is to kind of take a step away from that. But when I went away for Italy 2 years ago, I came back to just my head spinning with emails. That was just a very chaotic period of my life 2 years ago. My coworker abruptly quit after I got engaged, and then I was going on a trip a week and a half later for 17 days, and then coming back having to learn like a whole new role and whole side of the industry that I'm in. It was just a lot. Funny story, not so funny actually. So sometimes you just can't help but laugh, but basically go on my honeymoon, come back to work on Monday. I had a couple days off from traveling and being back into, and I don't know why I'm starting off with the chattiness. I feel like I need to because my work week was actually crazy. But I got back Thursday night. We had like a really, honestly, not so great travel experience coming back. A lot of delays with weather. We didn't end up coming back until really late. But like all day Friday, I did all my laundry, deep cleaned the apartment, like got my life together and just chilled to try and prepare for another work week. Monday comes around, go to work, normal. I felt really good coming back into work because like I mentioned, I was checking my emails, like forwarding emails to my coworker and just trying to stay up to date throughout being gone, so it just wasn't so much all at once, which I'm glad that I did. We had a lot of downtime. There was traveling, flights, things like that in the car, so there was downtime for me to check my emails. But Monday comes around and unfortunately Monday afternoon, my coworker, who I have had since November, is unfortunately no longer with us. So I feel like I'm back to square one. I feel like this industry is so hard with, there's just turnover in every team. I feel like it's a easy industry to get let go from, if that makes sense. I see it all the time. So things that I haven't had to necessarily keep on my radar since November of last year, and we were finally in a good groove. We came into work, we were such a good team. We came into work, we had our job duties, we had our responsibilities, things like I didn't keep track and keep up with a lot of the things that he did. I mean, yeah, we have weekly meetings, we all are up to date, but I'm not actively like tracking all of his things to a T. I just get the final update or the end of week update. So having to jump back into things that I didn't have to necessarily do for a very long time, while also catching up with my work, while also just catching up and getting back into the swing of work in general, it has been a rough week. Very busy. I don't know. This week was just crazy. So it is a 3-day weekend. It's Labor Day. Christian is in South Florida for the weekend for fantasy football stuff. Excited to have a weekend at home. It's like the pre-fall season, the beginning of September. Fall drinks are out at Starbucks. I'm probably gonna do some chili this weekend in the crock pot. So I'm just excited for the change of season, excited to be back into routine, but I felt like I had to start off the vlog because the state that I'm in, there's never like an uneventful time, it's always just eventful. There's always just something going on. You finally feel like you're like good, and then just there's a curveball. So it's funny. I like my job. I like going to work every single day. I like the people in the office. It's just crazy to be here again. Whatever. I know that I don't really talk about work a lot on here. I do keep my work life and this life, I guess like my weekend life or my hobby life, very separate, and I just don't know why, because obviously my job is a big portion of my life. I'm there in office 5 days a week for 8 or 9 hours a day, like a majority of you all are. But I do keep a lot of it separate, and I don't really share a ton about my work life, I guess, unless there's like a crazy update, like something like this. But I feel like this is like the 4th time that I've had this update. I guess the 5th time that I've had this update in 2 years, because 5 people have left. Anyways, welcome back to another video. I'm going to change and head down to the gym. I'm gonna do some leftovers for dinner. We cooked dinner last night at home, so I'm gonna have the leftovers for that. I'm gonna try and get pretty much done on my Buddy Moon vlog. I have, like, the hardest part, I feel like, of travel videos, especially when you just travel basically anywhere. I feel like the music needs to like match the vibe, or like fit the video, fit the clips, fit the vibe. So a lot of my travel videos take me a long time because I'm researching music for hours to try and get the perfect music to go along with the video. If you go back on any of my travel videos, just know that I took a lot of time in the music. I feel like my Cabo vlog, you can, like, the music just like matches the vibes, and it matches the clips, and the clips like cut when the music, I don't know, it just takes a lot of time. So I've been doing that, which is taking me a lot of time, but I'm basically done editing it. So hopefully I can be done, finish up this weekend, and get that good to go and good to post. But sorry, I feel like I needed to just update just a big part of my life, obviously my job. So when it kind of the boat gets rocked, it's worthy of an update, I guess you could say. So I don't know what the future holds with that, if we're hiring, if we're gonna get an intern, whatever. But in scenarios like this, it makes me extra grateful that I just even have a job that pays for my apartment, pays for my food in my fridge, and pays for me to travel, drive a car, and just live my life. So it just puts things into perspective, how quickly that can be taken away. But anyways, welcome back. Sorry for the chatty intro. I'm gonna change and head down to the gym. I just got done with the gym, and I checked the mail, and I got this package in from Bloom, and it was their sparkling energy drinks, which I've never tried. I got the cherry lime flavor. Pretty decent ingredients. The only thing in here that I don't like is sucralose, but sucralose doesn't personally affect me in any bad way. It doesn't make me bloated, it doesn't make my stomach uncomfortable. It's just one of those things that I keep an eye out in foods and drinks. But clean energy, which I love, and the other ingredients aren't bad at all. So I'm really excited to try this. I will probably try it tomorrow. So just wanted to share. Always exciting receiving things like this in the mail. Doesn't happen often, so I'm so grateful for when it does. Good morning. I'm checking my sleep score right now because I haven't. 97. Pretty good, I'd say. Slept in until 8 today. It's almost 9 now. I laid in bed for a little while because I was kind of contemplating going to the gym, and I'm just such an evening workout girl, truly. And I think it's just because I work out after work every day, but Thursdays when I wake up before work to work out and Saturday mornings are really hard for me to get up, especially if I like really just don't want to. But I think I'm gonna work out after my nail appointment later today and do like an evening workout before dinner. Now I think I'm gonna do like my morning supplements and coffee and then make breakfast in a little bit. I'm not super hungry. So while I was traveling, I did get away from eating before caffeine, and I felt fine the whole trip, and I still feel fine. I think it's the amount of fluids that I'm drinking before, and like my vitamins and supplements are like multiple beverages, so it's not a completely empty stomach, but I'm really just taking the time to listen to my body and how it feels. And right now it feels fine with what I'm doing, so I'm not consuming anything besides like liquids before coffee as of now. And I know I discussed like having weird coffee aversions while I was away, not even in the slightest, and I came back only wanting regular milk in my lattes. So I got regular milk last weekend at the grocery store and have been drinking it and enjoying it throughout this whole week. No weird feelings around coffee, nothing. So I'm gonna make a latte and I'm gonna use the regular milk that I got, the Maple Hill 100% organic. I've really been liking it. The only thing is like the milk scares me with the shelf life. I don't know why it scares me so much, like drinking sour milk. And green juice, this is the Suja Uber Greens. I switched between this one and the celery juice this week. This one tastes pretty good. There's also one with apple in it if you want it a little bit sweeter, but this one tastes pretty good. Sorry, the lighting's gonna be weird because the blinds are open, but I always start off the day with warm lemon water. Recently been adding apple cider vinegar into it just to help with bloating and everything, and I heat the water up in the microwave just so it gets to like a warm temperature and not necessarily hot. I just kind of eyeball this, but maybe like... So this I take on its own and I chug because it doesn't taste good. Do green juice or celery juice, and I take my supplements with that. Lastly, I take the 1UP Nutrition colostrum, and then I am extra and I add some aloe vera to it. And that is my morning supplement lineup. Now we're gonna make a latte. I got this cute espresso cup in Greece. I love the evil eye. I also got a permanent bracelet in Santorini with an evil eye. Thought this was the cutest little espresso cup, just as a memory, because I'm like starting a tradition that every time Christian and I take our like big European trips together, which we've been on 2, which I think is amazing that we've been on 2 in the past 2 years. I feel incredibly lucky, but I've started to buy little keepsakes, I guess you could say. This one is like my favorite thing. It's from Positano and it has a lemon on it. Nice big cappuccino mug. So I thought I would add to the collection, and I got a Greece espresso cup. So can you tell that I missed vlogging? I'm just so chatty. I'm like debating on if I should use this because I grabbed this cup and filled it with ice, and this might be challenging. I'm gonna sit on the couch and ice roll. I love this dual one from the Skinny Confidential, so it's like a regular ice roller, and then this one that kind of like gets under your jaw and sculpts your cheekbones. I really like this, so I'm gonna sit on the couch and ice roll, drink this for a little bit. I just put on some makeup. Please ignore my hair, I have it in twists. I didn't make time to wash my hair. I could have, but I just sat in front of my computer for the past 5 hours and looked for music, added text of places that we went throughout the vlog. It just has taken me a long time, and the music is not exactly where I want it either. So it's just been a time consuming, all travel vlogs are pretty time consuming when it comes to editing, but this one is taking me a good bit of time. I spent a lot of time during the work week as well. So I'm gonna try and get it up tomorrow, but I just need to go through and now edit the beginning portion, because I like to do, especially with travel vlogs, I like to compile a bunch of like fun clips or favorite parts of the trip and do it in the beginning as like a preview, if that makes sense. I've done it many times. Yeah, so I've been doing that. I have a nail appointment that I need to leave for in about 30 minutes. So I just got ready. I'll probably wash my hair after I work out today, which kind of just works out better anyway, but I just threw it in this hairstyle just to add a little bit of waves because it was wavy but it was fallen. So just got ready. This lip balm that I just put on reminded me that I got the Rhode summer kit, and I did order 2 of the lip balms because it's the new formula for it, and I really like it. It definitely never gets grainy, never feels like that rough texture. I really like the new formula. I would have not bought another Rhode product if the formula didn't change, just because I don't like the prior formula. I have a couple lip balms that I'm trying to use up and get through, but I think they're changing all of the formulas on all their new products. So I got the Pocket Blush in Tan Lines, and I'm wearing it today. I really like it. There was this one and Sun Silk, I think, which is a little bit more of an orangey red color, and I knew that wouldn't look amazing on my skin tone, so I went with this one. Really like it. The packaging kind of goes along with the yellow theme. So I got that, and then it came with, I don't know why I'm sharing this because I think everything is sold out, like all the fun like pouches and phone cases sold out, but I'm pretty sure the blush and this is in stock. But it came with this pouch and this glazing mist, which is like the glazing milk but in a mist form. Really like this. So I got that before travel, and I've been loving the new products, and I haven't tried the glazing mist since it first came out, and I loved how they came in like a set because you ended up saving money if you bought it in a set. But when I left, I got 2 PR packages from Merit, and I don't know how I am lucky enough to be on their PR list. I don't think I'm on many, but I just feel so incredibly grateful. So a lot of these products I have and use. So first is the Great Skin, which is the priming moisturizer, and I think they sent 2 of these, which is great because I use it every single day, and I brought it on my trip with me. But it's just a primer, like a priming moisturizer. I use it as a primer on top of my moisturizer already. Mineral sunscreen, which I use every day for work. So another one of these. The complexion stick, which I've been missing. I bought a kit from Makeup Forever a couple months ago, and I've been using that, and this has been truly missing from my routine. So I'm excited to have this back for the work week. And then another brush, which I actually use, it's dirty because I've been using it all week, but I use it to apply the tinted sunscreen. I like the way that it applies with this brush, so it's always nice to have another one. So that's the first box. All restocks of what I already have and love. I feel like I look crazy with this hairstyle, so I'm sorry. Little washcloths that came with it. This one says Merit on it, but I think it's for their new product, which is a double cleanse face wash. Interesting. I think you're supposed to shake it. Huh. Maybe we'll try this tonight. Apply 3 to 4 pumps onto dry or wet skin. So I think this is supposed to act as like a double cleanser, so we'll see how well it works. I'm a little bit scared to not double cleanse just because I do wear sunscreen and makeup obviously, so I feel most comfortable double cleansing. but we'll give it a go. Next is their Great Skin Instant Glow Serum, which I've used for a long time now. And another primer. So this is amazing because I use this every day and I feel like I use it so much to the point where I'm constantly having to repurchase it. So it's kind of nice that I don't have to buy it for the Sephora sale because I was already, so the Sephora sale obviously is like for a couple of months, but I start kind of like building a cart or building a list ahead of time, and that was on my list. So it's kind of nice that I have some backups. Feel really, really grateful always for receiving stuff like this, but we'll definitely give this a try tonight. So I'm gonna take it out of the box. I'm gonna kind of change, and because I'm still in my PJs, and head out to get my nails done. I think I want to do like a transition into fall color. I know it's not technically fall until the end of September, but September for me is pretty much the preparation for fall. I start putting pumpkins out at mid-September. Is anyone else the same way? Like September 1st is my fall, you know? Like August is still very much summer to me. I live in Florida, so we don't get cold weather honestly until November. Occasionally we have like a cold Halloween, but a majority of the time it's November. But I'm thinking of maybe doing a fall nail. Now that like wedding and honeymoon is over, I'm almost tempted to just take my nails off and give myself a little bit of a break and my wallet a break. But I don't know, I kind of wanting fall nails, I never switch it up. I do also want to try that Bloom energy drink that I got, so I'll probably try that before I leave. Okay, I should have left for my nail appointment about 4 minutes ago, but I'm gonna try the Bloom sparkling energy drink in cherry lime. I have a nail appointment and then I want to work out later, so why not? And it's weekend. It is 3 o'clock, but really good. I'm really picky with cherry flavored things because there's like a fine line between something cherry flavored and something flavored like cherry cough syrup. This is pretty good. So I'm gonna sip on this, go to my nail appointment. Christian will love these. He loves cherry flavored things. And I'll let you know what I go with. I'm thinking fall. Just got home from getting my nails done. It's kind of hard to tell the color, but it's like a cool toned brown and I love it. Also, I just doused my hands in lotion because they're so dry from sitting in that acetone. But this is a dip. I pulled up the color because I forgot to take a picture, but it's by the brand PLA and it's the color Creep It Real. It's number 268, but it's the 2-in-1 dip in acrylic powder. So I usually get dip done. So nice. It's really out of my comfort zone, but I love it. Just wanted to update you on the nails. I just came home and made a yogurt bowl that I'm gonna quickly eat because I'm gonna go down to the gym and I'm really hungry and I need to eat something before. So I'm gonna eat this. It's just yogurt, mango, and then this chocolate peanut butter Catalina Crunch. So I'm gonna eat this and then change and head down to the gym.